Grill Sergeant here. Today we're going to be unboxing a new griddle, and to put that griddle to the ultimate test, we are going to be grinding up a brisket point and making a juicy monster brisket smash burger. Let's get started. Now, to make the burger, we're going to be using the brisket point, and this is the side that contains the most fat on the brisket. Most would agree that the brisket point is the best point of the brisket. Change my mind. So now I'm gonna put this in the freezer really quick. This is gonna help firm it up when we actually grind it through the grinder. And now let's unbox that griddle. Hot dang. All right, our friends over at Monument Grill sent us their 56,000 tabletop griddle. Let's unbox it. It looks to be well packaged, and they gifted us with a random mystery nut, so we'll see where that little screw thing goes too. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Let's start unboxing this thing. Here is the instruction manual. Let me read this really quick.
6.5 hours later.
All right, so it looks like the only tools we're gonna need is some scissors and a screwdriver. So let me get those. Boop. All right. Now I do like this H design, and that is going to help disperse heat evenly across the griddle top. All right, let's build this thing. So first part was to unclip and free up the gas line and then the match holder. And next we have to put the feet on. Don't feel defeated. And y'all unsubscribe. Feet are screwed in. Now we're going to take our grease tray. Whoop. All right, from there, locks it into place. The table sucks, but this thing is not going anywhere. All right, gas tank is hooked up, so now all we have to do is the burn off. So it says basically 5 minutes on high. And what I like about this is all you have to do is when you turn it on, each burner has its own igniter, and so you'll hear a click. Here's one. There is two. So I figure while this is heating up, let's go get that brisket ready. And the intermuscular fat on this is just crazy. All right, so now what we're gonna do is cut this up and then basically get it into chunk size pieces ready for the meat grinder. We don't need to trim off any of the fat because I want a nice fat, juicy burger. That is for sure. All right, now I do want to switch out the plate in here, basically to get a finer grind. Now this is the dual grind meat grinder made by Meat, so it's actually going to, it's basically like we're running it through the grinder twice, so there's going to be no issue. And I'm going to start putting our brisket down the chute, and let's let it ride. Oh my gosh, this thing is cranking. And now I'm going to turn it off. Boom, and we got our delicious brisket hamburger grind ready to go. That was insanely fast, insanely easy. So now let's get these shaped into patties. All right, I got a little weight scale right here. That's gonna help me measure out 3.5 ounces of burger. Beautiful. All right, so I got the brisket burgers ready to go. So now let me get the rest of our stuff. Woo! I usually like starting off with the onion, and then we have some bacon, and we have some Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. Just get these onions. We got the bacon, we got the onions, we got the cheese. I usually like having everything pretty much ready to go. So once stuff starts hitting the griddle, we'll be pretty much ready to rock and roll. So now let's go over the griddle. Let the show begin. So I'm gonna just take some oil right now, and we are going to throw some oil down here. And we're just gonna spread this around a little bit. I usually like doing onion first. So we are going to take our onion. Look at them slide around like hockey pucks. And even though it's gonna be a quick cook, you gotta stay hydrated. All right, next up, I'm gonna take some of our strips of bacon. Now the question is, how crispy do you like your bacon? And you see for the onions, they kind of just get really caramely and they just start breaking down really nice. They still have a while to go, but definitely soaking in this bacon grease just gives that extra. All right, I'm gonna start pulling this bacon off, setting this to the side. Now for fun, I'm going to sprinkle on some of this 1836 beef rub by Suckle Busters onto the onions just to give it a little flavor to it. Okay, let's get our burgers on. Got my press here from Royal Barbecue Fabrication. Beautiful. Beautiful, there we go. I'm gonna hit these with some 1836 beef rub. I got this Chipotle mayo over at HEB, so we are gonna try this out on our burger as a spread for the buns. I'm gonna come in on the underside and flip. Gonna hit it. Normally you can go one cheese, but I'm crazy. I tried to warn y'all, but I am crazy. We're gonna go with 2 cheeses on here. Lord have mercy. Now I am running the Alamo Marathon coming up in March, so you know, I have a few extra calories that I can burn. And then to melt this cheese, let me get our griddle dome. All right, let me dome it up in here. All right, let's check it out. Oh, yes. I'm gonna come in here. Oh man. Now we're gonna take some of our bacon, cross on here. Now we're gonna take some of our onion. One step up, I found this at HEB. This is Hatch Jalapeno Aioli. We're just gonna drizzle this on. And now, boom. All right, let's do this. Absolute perfection. I've actually never made a brisket burger before, but then the sad thing is there's no going back. Like no restaurant, nothing compares. This is the best burger I have ever had. So thank you, Monument Grills, for sending this tabletop grill. If you're in the market and looking for something just small, portable, something you can throw on the table and then whip up an epic burger like this, go check them out. I will put a link in the description. Grill Sergeant out. Cheers.